Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks for how to successfully grind on a ×2 weekend in Adopt Me. If you enjoyed the tricks, please like and subscribe, and let's get to the video. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you get in the game is change your gameplay settings. Just like when that ad just popped up for a party, you're going to want to go to your gameplay settings and then your interaction settings and change it so no one can send you party invitations, so you can stay focused while you're grinding. I also like to change the trade settings to no one so that no one can distract you and send you trade invites while you're trying to grind. Okay, the next tip is if you have the house plot activation thing that costs Robux, then you should put your house at the place I just showed. Or the second best option is up here across the bridge, right here where I'm about to put my house. These two places are really nice because they're really close to the places you have to do a lot of tasks, like the campsite over there, and then there's the beach area. Okay, so this next tip is really simple, but pretty much you just want to turn into a baby because then you'll make double the amount of bucks. Okay, so next I'm going to tell you about how to get food and drinks while you're grinding. I like having a donut plate in my house and a water container cooler so that I can have food and drink whenever I want, because I like to have it in my bag when I'm a baby. But you can also go to the hospital, and it's really helpful to go here to get not just your golden 𝐜𝐥𝐤 apples like a lot of people know, but there's also a place to grab water here as well after you take your 𝐜𝐥𝐤 apples. You can go into this room over here on the left, and then there's a water cooler, and you can grab as much water as you want. And there's also plates on the table which you can take sandwiches from for free as well. And that's really helpful if you don't have any other tools or resources to get those in your house. Also in the school, they have the apples in the room to the left that are also free. But the unfortunate thing about these items is that they disappear from your inventory after you leave the game. So that's why buying food is sometimes valuable. Okay, next we're gonna go to the campsite shop because there's some really valuable items in here that we can use while we're grinding. So if you just keep walking straight past all of this stuff, you're gonna see like this area down here. And if you go over to the left and find the sleeping bags, this is a really valuable item because it allows you and your pets to sleep pretty much wherever you want. And I like this tent one better. It's kind of more cute, and you can have it in your inventory and in your downward little hotbar, and you can put it in there, and it makes it really efficient to find a place to sleep for your animals rather than having to like teleport back and forth. Okay, for the next tip, I'm going to be telling you guys what is valuable to have in your little hotbar down here. So I can make a bigger video about this if you guys want a more in-depth tutorial, but me personally, I like having two of my sections for water and food, one for a car or vehicle. The next one's kind of unique, but it's like a little flying toy, which makes it easy, especially even if you like don't have a fly pet. But I'm going to change that one out right now with the 𝐜𝐥𝐤 apples to make it easier. And then the next one, I have the teleporting doorway, which I used Robux to get, but I find that really helpful if I'm going out to do tasks and I want to go to my house right away. And then also, I like having a fetch toy right there for the fifth one because it makes the fetch task really easy for my animals. And then using a stroller is really helpful if I have more than 2 animals that I'm trying to grind, and I can hold 2 of them at once and then also carry another one. So yes, that's my hotbar. I'm just going to show you guys how I usually use some of them. So I use the fetch one just like in my house, and it makes it really easy so you don't have to go into your inventory and like get a toy out and like go back and forth, you know. So I think that's really helpful. But I also think that the tent toy that I showed you guys for the last tip would also be really helpful to have in this section if you're thinking of kind of traveling more around the map when you're trying to grind the ×2 weekend versus just staying like in your house. Also, the stroller can be really helpful for when you're trying to do the driving task when you're in your house, because if you put your pets in the stroller and then start jumping on a trampoline, it will count it as driving. Okay, for the next tip, I'm going to talk about the value of using an alt account when you're grinding. So basically, first I'm just going to get my alt into the game, and there she is. She just teleported to me. And basically, I'm using this alt account on my iPad, and I'm going to basically donate some of my pets to her so that she can then take them out, and then I can grind them all at once. So I just like invited her to my family so that I can take her pets, and then I'm able to do tasks for them. And then later, when my alt gets more money, they're able to come into my house, and I have a little cash register. And then when you do this, they can pay you up to $50 for like 3 times in a row, and then it like recycles every couple hours. So I can get $150 at a time just from my alt account. And that allows me to have so much more bucks than I usually would. Okay, the next thing I'd recommend is purchasing in the shop the Robux pass, where you can equip 2 pets for 30 days if you're looking to get really into grinding, because I currently have the pass and I find it really beneficial when I'm trying to get age up potions or just level up my pets for neons. Okay, my final trick is really case sensitive to this upcoming ×2 weekend, because they released that it would be a more buddy system, meaning that if you have friends in the game, you can increase the amount of money that you get per task. So I would recommend, when doing this, add all of the friends you possibly can in your options menu, and then you can unfriend them after, but this would maximize the amount of bucks that you can make during the time period. That's the end of today's video. If you found the tips helpful, make sure to comment which tip you found the most helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy grinding!